TV, I'll be sharing with you my favorite moments from the show so far, filling you in on all of the NBA-style must-haves with Brandon Williams, and I may even have a little NBA 2K present for you. So click on this button below to get it started.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. This game is part of the travel schedule for Milwaukee. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
Well, this is an important matchup for a lot of reasons, guys, but I know that coming into a game like this as a coach or as a player, you know in the back of your head, you've already been beaten twice this season.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
Here's Marshall, averaging 6 points per contest. Well, the way Wade played early on his career, guys, how aggressively he attacked the rim and sacrificed his body, you knew that kind of play style would not last. And so, Steve, it looks like maybe he's adjusted again.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Kevin. He's become more cerebral. He's also, in terms of attacking the rim, he doesn't have to.
Moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from both. Well, Clark, here's a guy with quite the story. Didn't get picked on draft day, couldn't find a team until this point in the season.
Well, Kevin, because of that, he's going to be playing motivated. Often events like that will give a player an added edge, and I don't think there's anybody in the building more motivated than he is.
Pocket two. They get it back. Ilyasova gets the bucket. And that'll tie this game up.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through the great one. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
And with Wade still getting to the hoop, a lot of it, as you said, comes from his ability to keep defenders guessing with that really remarkable pump fake. I don't know if I've seen a player, certainly in the last 20 years, master the pump fake the way Dwayne Wade has. It's hard not to go for it.
Here's Cole. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago. Williams dishes to Cole. Here is McRoberts. Sanders covering. Fast break. Here they come. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Boom. Off to a rough start out there. The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the Heat with some changes. Anderson comes in for Chris Bosh. And there you have it, folks. The very first NBA bucket from Bowen.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how you make your first bucket. Just put it in the basket. Just get a little boost of confidence and show that you belong.
And he does belong, guys, that's for sure. I mean, this team is ecstatic to have him on their roster. He's got promise and the confidence to realize that promise.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Misses from short range.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Here's Haslam, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
You see the early fouls here? They're having an impact so far.
For Miami, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle.
That's the way to work on D.
The two-possession game.
Troop in for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. Josh McRoberts comes in for Udonis Haslem. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Williams. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. Antetokounmpo passes to Bowen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Mario Chalmers picks one up. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. Fifth best, Luol Deng.
You know, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players because they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
And they're not just good on-the-ball defenders. They'll torment the players they're not guarding. A lot of those steals are the result of passes he gets his hands on away from the ball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. Great one out there with Mayo. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the three. Dwayne Wade over the last 4 years adjusted beautifully to playing off the ball alongside LeBron James, and that was not easy, folks. He actually became one of the game's best cutters during that time. Now back to his old ways, playing with the ball in his hands a lot more. Should suit him well. Deng attacking. That bucket in no time at all. And now a 5-point Heat lead.
You gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Here's the great one, defended by Chalmers. The shots come from Bowen.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. Outside Deng. Shot clock at 2. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Luol Deng is the definition of a gamer. He averaged over 38 minutes a game over the last 5 seasons with the Bulls. Played with a fractured thumb, torn ligaments in his wrist. He always goes all out at both ends every time he's on the court.
And when you talk about the physical toll for Deng, long minutes, tremendous discipline and dedication to keep his body ready to go. You know, his hard work and leadership has to be missed by the Bulls on and off the court.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, as you know, Dwayne Wade has one of the best pump fakes in the NBA. And he'll tell you he picked it up from Sam Cassell. Of course, you remember Sam was playing in Milwaukee when Wade was at Marquette in the same town. Wade knows how hard it is to deal with pump fakes. I bite too, not as much, but guys get me. I get mad every time because I'm like, that's my move. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's a piece of work, isn't he? Thank you, Doris. And for Deng, back in the 2013 playoffs, he tried to practice through complications from a spinal tap. You don't hear that very often. That was a life-threatening. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Heat.
All right, we've got some work to do, but it's not too late. Let's put our stamp on the second half. Now, a few things. We've been